Well, hello everyone. Thank you for watching. Today we're going to expose what the federal takeover of healthcare really is all about. And the Obamacare bill is truly founded on the United Nations religion, the Gaia faith, i.e. population control, i.e. the worship of Mother Earth. Seniors, all seniors, I need your attention. And you need to watch this program and get the facts concerning the politicians' war on seniors. I'm talking to all seniors. Seniors who believe in God and seniors who don't believe anything. I need your attention. Paul Ryan and 50 Republicans are Obamanites and funded free health care by taking $750 billion from Medicare. Ryan Care also targets seniors to pay for millions of impoverished Americans and foreigners and illegals free health insurance. Not health care, health insurance. I must explain this to you because we have been scammed. So I just want you to know that you need to call your friends, tell them Faye is on. She is getting ready to release a bombshell exposing the corruption of members of our federal government, and seniors literally could die because of their actions. I am Faye Hardin, and this is I just want to tell everybody today that God is moving in a mighty way over our nation. We are fighting back in the high places to give God his rightful place once again. We won the election, and the demons are in an uproar. Many people are relaxing and prophesying and think that President Trump will save America. He cannot. We are in a spiritual war over our nation that was founded on a living God and Jesus Christ, his Son, not religious freedom. The history of our foundation and Constitution has been thwarted by depraved liberal lawyers turned liberal judges, twisting the truth and creating laws to subvert the truth, eliminating God, his word, his Son, and prayers, while Christians just seem to remain silent. Watching the takeover of our courts, our government, education, and finances by nasty women led by Hillary Clinton. I want to share some facts with you today that you probably won't hear on any other Christian program. I am a Christian broadcaster, but I am a realist, and I am born again, and I hear God's voice, and he said according to his will, we should pray. That's why we bring specific things to our prayer warriors, our network of intercessors with insight, our television program, and the weekly, much in demand, weekly prayer bulletin that I send every week, first class mail, that I write, that keeps you informed as to what is going on at this time by politicians, by liberal media pundits, nasty women, and by judges, by our congressmen and senators. And I also give you points we need to praise God for so we can know who is on the Lord's side. So today I am going to take you to the root of Obamacare and the federal takeover of health care. A few years ago, I spent weeks writing a book and taping a video that I funded through our ministry partners. So people could get them free if they would share them in a seminar setting or with their churches and with prayer teams. And this is the book. It's called Obamacare, The Untold Story. And by doing all of the research, which I cannot even find the backup now that I use, which is all of it is sourced, to write this book and to warn Christians. This is one of the most dangerous takeovers in America by the federal government. Our prayer teams for years dealt with the takeover of land, oil fields, by the Endangered Species Act and the federal agencies and our gold mines, oil wells, silver, rare minerals, beginning with Bill Clinton, the takeover of our land and wealth by the federal government, which put it under submission of the United Nations. And there's places that our laws, our lawmakers, our firemen, police are not allowed to go because the confiscation of the land, property, and wealth by mostly the presidents working with the Environmental Protection Agency, using endangered species as an excuse to confiscate. At one time, they were headed for 650,000 oil-producing fields in New Mexico and Texas, and this ministry rose up and faced it down. And they just have lawsuits all the time going to liberal lawyers that the government pays millions of dollars because they file a lawsuit against any of our federal agencies, and they're not contested because the people running the federal agencies are liberal lawyers too, and it has become a money laundering scam, and we wouldn't have to be worried about money to build a wall if our Congress had watched in America's best interest and had watched how they spent the money that they spent. They did not, and they are not doing it. But what is going on now is so severe. I want every one of my viewers to understand that we are throwing lifelines. And we are throwing lifelines where only God can make things happen. And only the truth can set people free. The lifeline of this program is we're going to expose Obamacare for what it is. And I'm going to prove to you that the Congress did not write this bill. They didn't even read this bill in either party. And most of the people now that say they are going to abolish it, they haven't even read it, and it's not being abolished by Ryan Care. They just take us for idiots. We act like idiots, but I want to tell you, it is going to cost seniors their lives beginning this year if we do not see the members of our Congress read this, understand it, and abolish it. That is not what's happening right now. That is not what people are being told right now. And I just want to share with you some of the information that I tried to warn people, and either they weren't interested, would not even attend our seminars. These were all Christians. Or if they came, they went scratching. I don't know why Faye's gotten so political. Man, she used to be of God. What happened to her? We used to have miracles. She would come in and cast out demons and lay hands on the sick and preach Pentecost. And I've never been so maligned in my life by people who believed in the power of God. But it was not allowed. It's been banned in the world of politics, and the churches sat back and just watched the demons gobble up our children, our government, our courts. They just sat back and watched colleges that used to be based on different denominations turned into nothing but cesspools of demon-possessed liberals who hate God, hate America, hate anybody that's not just like them, and picked up the mantle of communism and started marching with it. And when that didn't get through so good, they took on Islam, and we'll just all be Muslims. Both do not coexist. And the church just sang louder. So I want to share with you what Ryan Care based itself on and wants to give it a promotion, and we will not have it. I need for you to help me through this lifeline, and I need it now. In the book, I tell you about the face facts. Well, I spent 3 days summarizing, just giving you enough that you would not be overwhelmed with the accurate information. You gotta quit being overcome by facts and overcome by using those facts for the truth to penetrate your neighborhoods, your communities. America is my mission field, and boy, do we have some plans to send missionaries throughout this land. And I can just see the Lord raising it up in a multitude of ways. So many of you are writing me. You said you couldn't take it anymore. So I watched you. I can't just sit and watch you no more. Thank God that's my prayers being answered, because I only want eagles. I really don't want people who can't do anything but gripe and complain, call somebody else to pray their prayers for them. There's times you need other people to pray for you. Believe me, I'm one of those people. I'm at the top of the list. But if you're too lazy to stand up and invest in your own prayer life and believe God for your success, believe God to bring you closer to His breath, don't call me, because it won't do any good. Obedience is better than sacrifice. In our book, and we had people that even questioned the facts when we finished it in 2012. And this is just part of what shook people up. They couldn't believe I said it. I didn't say it. I actually reported it. But it was the truth, and I wanted people to know we're in serious trouble as seniors. One of the articles that I put in my book was Face the Facts. Obamacare means mass murder. October the 21st. And this article appeared October 25th, 2013, and it's issues of the Executive Intelligence Review. Executive Intelligence Review, October the 25th, 2013. This is their article. It says the United States was suffering from a crisis in health care when President Obama came into office. As a result of the deindustrialization of the U.S. economy, the privatization of health care into profit-making ventures, and deregulation, both the health care system and the health of American population were rapidly deteriorating. Now, that's what they say. Obama's health care program, however, has made the situation much worse. If allowed to continue, it will turn the U.S. government into the enforcer, which it's done, worse than Hitler, genocide machine. Now, you hear Hitler's name everywhere now. The propagandists, they use it all the time, even though everything that they represent is based on the same system as Hitler. But as a propagandist, they twist the truth, and we know that. In all other locations, EIR has proved in-depth examination of the Nazi premises behind what is called Obamacare. Here, we restrict ourselves to a presentation of crucial facts which will show that the Nazi measures are already and underway and leading toward mass death. It says, I don't want to take up all my time with that. Hold on just a second. It gives, I just want to say this. It gives the authors of Obamacare, I want to pick it up there, not the Congress and not the Senate. It actually, neither the member of Congress who said he co-authored and projected and put the bill forth, nor the co-author of the Senate. So I couldn't do this again, and I knew that 95% of the people that I would be sending this to, even my partners, you couldn't connect the dots. It took me months to understand this, and in research, and then just putting the facts so that we could expose what really took place in our Congress with the Republicans and Democrats. Even though Republicans didn't vote for the bill, they didn't read it. They let Obama have the funds, and the funds for Obamacare was projected $6 trillion. Paul Ryan was one of those people. Boehner, one of those people. John McCain, one of those people. Lindsey Graham, one of those people. We have 50 members in Congress that say they're minorities. They're nothing but Democrats masquerading as Republicans. They're Obamanites that stand with what is taking place in Obamacare and now the trickery that's going on in Ryan Care. Now, you need to get the full report. There's no way I can cover it all on this program. But right now, I just want to take you to the foundation of what is taking place. In my face facts, this is what I reported. Obamacare Foundation, based on United Nations religion, the Gaia faith, the worship of Mother Earth, i.e. population control. Obamacare is a supernatural problem. Republicans, Obamacare, Obamanites, Hillaryites, all Democrats in Congress will never repeal the foundation of Obamacare. Paul Ryan and Reince Priebus need to be exposed along with the 50 members of Congress that are Democrats masquerading as Republicans, i.e. they are the in the Congress, they're masquerading as Republicans. Also, 19 senators led by Lindsey Graham, John McCain, and Marco Rubio. They are moderates. Think about that word. You're going to hear a lot about that word with me on future shows. And I'm back from being very sick due to an unexpected surgery I had to have. And as I was recovering, I watched what was taking place with Ryan Care and with President Trump. The Lord spoke to me to keep my eyes on Jesus. His bigness and current events were happening so fast I could not get them to you fast enough to cover all of the pagans in Congress and the media, what they were doing. For 2 weeks, I was too weak to write my face facts, and my mind was spinning. I prayed for God to give me the plan of the battle and the route that we had to sever to free our government from the control of the liberal liars and Saul Alinsky radicals in both parties. I watched carefully Paul Ryan's take a fake attempt to repeal and replace Obamacare. I made a video in 2012 exposing Obamacare as a means to decide who lives and who dies. That is what Obamacare is about. It is a means to determine who lives and who dies with the purpose of controlling the population to allow only those who worship the earth to live. I'm going to be doing this for the next couple of shows, so don't miss our program. I'll be right back.
Stay informed. Due to time restraints, you may write Faye and request this week's insightful highlights that guide intercessors with insights. Patriotic prayer warriors nationwide, Faye wants to hear from you, and she will write you back. Today, sow a lifeline seed in the amount of $125 to help Faye warn Christians of the dangers of liberal leaders. Also, to confront the demonic agenda of the nasty women's movement. Write to Insight USA, P.O. Box 917689, Longwood, Florida 32791. You shall know the truth, and the truth shall make you free. Faye looks forward to hearing from you.
We're almost out of time, but I just want to give you a few more facts. Again, you must contact our office to get this particular Faye's Facts, and it is dated March 25th, 2017. March 25th, and write me a letter and let me know that you'd like to have it, and include a lifeline seed, if possible, a $125 lifeline seed. I would like 39 of my viewers to send me a one-time lifeline seed of $1,125. We are believing for change in some areas in this country, and it's going to be costly. So if you have not sown a lifeline seed and you need a lifeline today, write me a note, send me prayer requests, and ask for the Faye's Facts. Just put Faye's Facts on Obamacare, and you will have all of this information. I'm on page 2 of the Faye's Facts, and exposing Obamacare and its target of seniors must be told. When Paul Ryan tried to trick President Trump, keeping the Obamacare Foundation in Ryan Care, I began to pray for the curses he was sending to President Trump would reverse on him and his cohorts' heads. Ryan has always been an Obamanite. He always funded Obama's bizarre programs that are threatening to our national security and to our very health and life and lifestyle. Nothing has changed. Thank God conservatives held their ground. Paul Ryan needs to be removed from Congress. Number 1, for being such a deceiver, and number 2, for his war on Christians and seniors. It says seniors are his victims, as were Obama's. The created crisis justified the federal takeover of the people's health care. Ryan Care was going to raise the cost of seniors so they could give millions to free to impoverished Americans, like the $750 billion Obama robbed from the Medicare to fund Obamacare, giving impoverished foreigners mostly free health care. Obama raised the cost of federally funded mandated insurance coverage for, listen at this, you have to remember 85% of Americans paid for their own insurance cost. Only 15% impoverished, uninsured, mainly foreigners that have been brought in here by the Obama administration, and the seniors, again, their their cost increased. Keeping the following in mind. You have to know who wrote this bill. Robert Creamer wrote 628 pages of Obamacare while he was in prison, a friend of Obama's. He organizes mobs now, and he sends them to incite violence at Trump rallies. Still attacking President Trump, he is attempting to try to get President Trump impeached. The 69 million people that voted for Trump is irrelevant to Creamer. Ezekiel Emanuel, and there's more about who he is and where he came from. You must get this report to find out who the authors really were, and that their basis was the foundation of the Guy of Faith, which I have 3 pages explaining it to you, and that if you do not worship the Mother Earth, if you do not realize this Earth's population must be controlled, you are going to be surprised. These politicians must be removed. Hi, I just want to thank you for supporting 2016 with us. We have had some awesome prayer summits in 3 cities, in 3 states, redeeming the land and avenging the blood of the innocent. We have met some of the most powerful professionals that do have the information on our country that you need to hear. And we want you to know that God is blessing our program. You can now download the GEB app on your cell phone, on your tablet, or on Roku. And DirecTV now is offering programs on your phone apps. So check it out. Help us get the word out. And then our YouTube also airs our program.
Faye wants to hear from you. Her desire to see America come out of exile is raising up one of the most powerful, informed, anointed, and united prayer networks in America for America. She is organizing Christians for the U.S. Constitution to give uncompromising believers back their voice and witness. If this program has blessed you and you believe in what Faye is doing, contact her, pray with and for her, partner with her. She would love for you to host an Insight rally in your church or city. Organize an Intercessors with Insight prayer team or join one. For a complimentary pocket-sized constitution or Faye's fax, call or email Faye 407-265-0700 or faye.usainsight@gmail.com. Write Insight USA, P.O. Box 917689, Longwood, Florida 32791.